The drought monitor gets released every Thursday, and in case you missed it earlier today, we still are in the same boat as we were last year, with abnormally dry conditions for most of Connecticut, moderate drought in the southeastern corner of the state. Basically looks the same as what we saw last week, so no big changes and not really much of a surprise. Even though we had some meaningful rainfall, we've also mixed in quite a few dry days. When it comes to the actual numbers, we still have a little bit of a surplus for the Hartford area for rainfall if we go back to the start of the year, but that's not the case for Bridgeport. We are now over a 12-inch deficit. So what does this mean? It means we need rain. But we're not tracking any rain right now on our iCam in New Haven. It's 60 degrees in the Elm City. Winds are to the south-southwest at 3 miles an hour. This is the warm spot of the state. We also have a lot of towns in the 40s. We'll take you hour by hour through the rest of the night with a little bit more in the way of cloudiness, partly cloudy skies that will prevent temperatures from dropping quite as much as they did last night. Many towns will still settle in the lower 40s inland, mid and upper 40s along the shoreline. So for the ride to school, you're sending your kids to the bus stop tomorrow with jackets. They will need it. Scott Haney will be here tomorrow morning to let you know if anybody does end up in the upper 30s. We don't expect any frost tonight. Lunch and recess outside as temperatures climb up into the 60s. For the ride home, lower 70s with plenty of sunshine. Great for Friday night football, our game of the week, Manchester at Maloney. So that's played at Falcon Field in Meriden. 70 degrees at 5 o'clock. Halftime in the 60s, dipping into the upper 50s as the games are winding down. And First Alert Futurecast shows that outside of a little bit of cloudiness early on in the day, we do not have to worry about any of that later tomorrow and during the day on Saturday, too. This is animated. You just don't really see much of a change because we're not expecting much in the way of cloud cover, mostly sunny skies out there as we begin the weekend. Perhaps your plans take you to the Rent to see FIU take on UConn. 3:30 kickoff. If you're tailgating before the game, temperatures will quickly climb through the 60s and the 70s. We're in the low 80s for kickoff. Unseasonably warm for this time of year. Even by the time the game wraps up, we will likely still see temperatures in the 70s. We do want to give you the first alert here that pollen counts will climb just a little bit as we progress through the weekend, especially on Sunday. Ragweed pollen is the big one this time of year. We could use some rain to rinse it out of the air. We do not have a chance for that until Wednesday. At this point in time, we're still several days away. We actually have some pretty good model agreement here that at 1 o'clock Wednesday we'll at least be tracking showers across the state. Some subtle differences as to when things begin and when things end, but that's to be expected at this sort of lead time. 73 tomorrow, increasing sunshine, 47 tomorrow night. After that, overnight lows are back in the 50s, if not the 60s. Daytime highs go from 81 Saturday to 83 Sunday, 85 on Monday. At the shoreline, we go from the low 70s tomorrow to the low 80s Saturday and Sunday. Monday will be the warmest day of the next 7. Clouds thicken up Tuesday. Your first alert to those showers Wednesday, and behind that, turning a bit breezy on Thursday. And these chilly nights will help to add a little bit more color to our foliage, and we'll start to see more moderate color in the northwestern and northeastern corners of the state as we get into next week. So just something to keep an eye on there. Something to look forward to. Our normal high temperature for the Hartford area drops to 60 degrees in just about 3 weeks. So we are going to see some big changes throughout the course of October, which we typically do this month. No surprise there. But if you like the summer-like warmth, temps in the 80s, maybe some beach days, we have plenty of that on tap through the weekend, even into the start of next week. We'll let you know what some of the longer range predictions are showing in just a minute.